Biden declines meeting with Dem mayors demanding action on border crisis. Yeah, we get it. Biden doesn't care. Let me give you the actual story. Here's a video. Texas installed a border fence to keep illegal migrants out. The federal government came in and lifted it to allow hundreds of illegal immigrants to pour in. They say it's not a crisis, it's an invasion. Can I get this video? There you go. This is crazy.
It's like treasonous.
When did this happen?
Well, let me turn that down. So this is just, first, let me just say, this is clearly a video that appears to be Eagle Pass. I'm not entirely sure. We don't have the exact location or whatever confirmed, but you clearly have CBP trucks there and a backloader lifting up the razor wire, allowing, this is hundreds of people.
What in the actual hell? Like,
That's
how
crazy,
is this,
right?
It is mind-blowing that the federal government is lifting up,
Breaking the law.
like, not only do they not enforce the law, but they're breaking the law, aiding and abetting people that are breaking the law. This is mind-blowing.
I just want to stress this once again. And, we'll definitely tie in aid to Israel with it all, too. The federal government hates you. They are taking your money and your savings. They are spending it on money to blow up kids, and they're spending it to facilitate criminal activities in this country.
Here's the website, Government Planet. There's evidence that the Biden administration is selling the excess border wall that was never installed after Trump left office and the Biden administration took office and decided not to install the wall anymore. They're selling it for pennies on a dollar. And I'll let you listen to a story a little bit more about it and why they're doing it now, because a law has just been passed by the Democrats and Republicans to continue the installation of this material. So Biden's trying to sell it before anyone can actually get to use it.
President Biden now has been selling off parts of Trump's unfinished border wall that was contracted to be 400 miles long. This is an apparent bid to thwart new GOP legislation, which calls for the federal government to either use the material or give the states that will. That's New Mexico, Texas, or Arizona, or California. Now, keep in mind, this passed. The Senate, it was a Republican-sponsored bill, but it passed with Democratic support. It just needed to be offered to the House and passed in the fall. Senator Tom Cotton joins us now. He sponsored the legislation. Senator, this is outrageous what's going on.
Brian, it really is outrageous. You can't make it up. The Biden administration inherited around $260 million worth of border construction materials from the Trump administration. They immediately put it in storage on day one when Joe Biden said he wasn't going to build the wall. They've now paid $300 million to store it for 2 years, more than the cost of the material themselves. But as soon as Senate Republicans, led by Senator Roger Wicker, who is the leader of Republicans on the Armed Services Committee, began poking around and asking questions about it earlier this year, the administration began to sell these materials for less than 2 cents on the dollar. The legislation that you mentioned is Senator Wicker's legislation, which I was pleased to join. It was added unanimously by Democrats on the Armed Services Committee to our annual defense bill. And now the administration is racing to try to sell off all of these materials because they would rather have taxpayers take a massive loss of hundreds of millions of dollars than give them to the governor of Texas, for instance, to build the border wall, or to allow them to be sitting around and used to build a border wall when Republicans take back the White House in January of 2025.
So